He asked for our IDs. I presented mine and she said she left hers at home. So the officer said that's alright, I just need your name and DOB. She began to panic. Stumbled over her words. Month, day, 205? Officer went back to his car then came back all serious. Told her that wasn't a match in the system and she needed.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a like
and subscribe
on the video. So today we'll be jumping in some more story time videos, so let's check it out.
A 13-year-old used Tinder and ruined my life. I am 20 and am having to turn myself in tomorrow for crimes against a child. You know how Tinder makes you verify your age with an ID? Yeah. That means jack shit if somebody's little sister gets a hold of their ID. 3 weeks ago I matched with an 18-year-old. She did not look like a fucking 13-year-old. Young? Sure. But I've seen girls my age look younger than her. She must have just been one of those girls who matured fast. Had a girl like that in elementary school who towered over all the boys and her body was physically developed by the end of 5th grade. We talked and ended up hanging out and eventually hooked up because she had assured me she was 18. A few nights ago we were smoking in my car in the cul-de-sac late at night/early morning, then just chatted away when a car slowly drove by. Must have called for a suspicious vehicle because 2 cops showed up not long after. Cop jokingly asked me, "Alright bud, where's the weed?" I told him, "In all honesty officer, we were smoking earlier but it was gone by now." He asked what else we were up to, if we were hooking up. I told him no, not tonight, but yes we have in the past. He asked for our IDs. I presented mine and she said she left hers at home. So the officer said that's alright, I just need your name and DOB. She began to panic. Stumbled over her words. Month, day, 205? Officer went back to his car then came back all serious. Told her that wasn't a match in the system and she needed to be honest right now. Did she have any warrants she was evading? That's when she asked if she could talk to him alone. We were out of the car at this point and he took her to his car. It was dead silent outside so I could hear them. She told him she was 15. Cop comes back and asks me to get in the back of the squad car. By now the girl's mom has shown up because their house wasn't too far. She confirms to the cop her daughter is 13.
What? What the fuck?
I feel like I'm spinning because Jesus H fucking Christ. Eventually the cop lets me go home, but the next day I get a call asking me to come down the station to sign some papers. I'm scared shitless this is a trap and send my parents to collect the documents. They said they almost got them no issue till the cop looked at them then suddenly went to go get a superior. That's when they came back and told my parents I had 48 hours to turn myself in for statutory rape and aggravated child molestation. I'm not even going to post this in legal advice because I know I'm beyond fucked. This is a small county and I am a puck. Prosecutors will tell me I'm solid and should have checked her ID in person. I'm so severely fucked.
Oh my god, bro. Ooh, that's a sticky one. I'm really sorry that you got in such a situation. Based on your storytelling, you know, it sounded as if you did really try to confirm this girl's age and, you know, she reassured you. So, I can't even say much about blaming you or whatever, but wow. Shit. Wow. Alright, so the next thing I'll say is that, I hope your life turns around for the better. I hope shit gets better for you, and I hope you don't get into any situations like that ever again.
What are some girl secrets guys don't know about? You know when you see a woman in a ponytail walking and that ponytail is just swinging aggressively back and forth? Yeah, she's doing that on purpose. We can walk normally so that the ponytail doesn't swing as much. But we don't, because it's fun when ponytail go whoosh whoosh. Some of us shave our toe hairs. Yesterday I overheard 2 women at the thrift store conversing about one's husband asking whether or not she could poop while wearing a tampon.
God damn it! What?
I fled the scene before the secret was revealed. Dogs love to smell our crotches when we're menstruating. It's extremely uncomfortable. The panic when we believe we've either pissed ourselves or have just come on our period. Run to the toilet only to realize it was discharge. I'm a man, but I've been with my wife for 10 years and I am so close to deciphering the meaning of all of the squiggly hair symbols on my shower wall. We sometimes get a random pain in the bob, and wonder if we're gonna get a heart attack. We have a favorite bra. We also wash it less than the others. Pulling up our underwear after using the restroom is the worst because discharge on your underwear will cool down and it's really cold/uncomfortable feeling putting it back on. I was in Discord chat with a bunch of guy friends, and we were gaming. They were talking about giant shits they've taken.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And I talked about how period shits work and why progesterone is the devil when it hits your colon. I said it's even weirder when it mixes with the blood and looks like someone dumped peanut butter and jelly. If I'm doing an awkward shuffle, I'm probably trying to get an air bubble out of my badge. Showering during your period is the perfect opportunity to get out any leftovers and clean that thing out.
Yeah, that's it, little buddy. Just let it out.
Oh, god damn.
What is the most disgusting thing you have ever done that you took pleasure in? My wife and I had 2 wonderful daughters, 13 and 10, and a pretty healthy relationship. At some point things started to appear off. She got very clingy to her phone all of a sudden, made sure to delete the saved password feature on our common PC.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Stated having phone calls that suddenly ended when I came into the room. You can probably guess what it was. Now having 15 years of marriage behind us, I was hoping it wasn't what it obviously seemed to be.
Right.
So one day when she told me she was going to spend some time with the girls, I decided to follow her. Sure enough, I find her driving to a hotel to meet with a guy I will call Steve. To say it was a gut punch was an understatement. I literally cried for an hour straight. After I was done with my self-wallowing phase, I decided the best course was getting even. I thought of several scenarios that may or may not have involved me hurting Steve. Eventually I decided to do things more civilly and more importantly legally, but only just. So the first part of the plan was gathering evidence. I could have just gotten a pie, but I had something better in mind. So one day when my wife was at her job and the kids at school, I installed some small secret cameras and microphones I had bought.
We've hidden more than a dozen cameras. We've even placed a microphone underneath a leaf.
Due to the setup of our bedroom, I even managed to get one perfectly overlooking the bed. I didn't however use them while I was at home. So a couple of days pass, when I proposed to my wife that the second to next weekend I should take the girls on a trip and stay a night too. I more often than not was the one cooking. I took a far more active role in raising the girls and showed them a lot more patience and attention. She was usually busy working or drinking, so me going alone with the girls on a trip wasn't that weird. So 2 weeks pass, in which time I get my affairs in order and contact a lawyer to write up a separation agreement that would involve me keeping residents in custody. I go on the trip, try to not give anything away to the girls and wait and see if Steve and my wife fall into the trap. When I returned I checked the recordings of the weekend, and sure enough it's a 36-hour fest. When they weren't doing the deed, the dialogue was something even better. I found out that Steve had a wife.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
But even worse, they also talked about me. And I heard the obvious character assassination that I expected about how small my PP was.
Wow.
An insecurity of mine, how I didn't satisfy her. But there was some really hurtful stuff, like her telling Steve some of my deepest secrets and shameful stories that I had only told her about, just so they could have a laugh. She even told him about my dope story and how I attempted to take my life when I was 16. So at this point I didn't have any doubts on what to do. The next day when the kids left, but before my wife left, I confronted her with the video and told her that either she signs the separation agreement and leaves the house or the girls are going to receive an in-depth explanation of all the positions in which mommy cheated on daddy. I wasn't going to do that. Just to be clear, I love my daughters too much, but I put the threat there and she was too emotional to realize my bluff. She went through all the stages, denying everything, trying to bargain, threatening me, and getting angry. I let it go through all that stuff. Eventually she signed the paper and she departed that very evening after she told her goodbyes to the girls. I didn't show or tell the girls anything graphic. I was always very honest with them, which is another reason why I was always the favorite parent, so I just said that mommy had been unfaithful. The younger took some time figuring it out, but that was made up by my older getting mightily upset. She had just gotten her first boyfriend, as I'm not sure the term really applies at that age, but she knew enough of the world to get mad big time. This would be important at a would-be custody battle, as though she did for the moment agree to give over custody. I feared, and I was right to fear, that she would try and fight me for the kids. What I didn't expect was for her to use her visitation rights to talk crap about me. Basically she started telling my younger kid about how it was all my fault for not forgiving her.
Stop it. Get some help.
Her lawyer even started demanding she receive custody. So I finally activated my revenge plan. Enter trip to South Carolina. Why South Carolina? Simple. Fort Sumter. I really wanted my daughters to see it. I definitely did not go there because it is one of the last places where revenge porn isn't illegal, and where I could upload my wife and Steve's doings and intimate moments with no worries on the internet and other such sites, as you cannot be prosecuted for crimes that weren't illegal when and where they were committed. I especially made sure to include the clip where Steve could not get it up. I sent the links to my wife's employer, her clients, and everybody in her line of work just to Steve's wife and to his firm. Steve soon got a divorce. I feel sorry for his wife as she was an innocent victim in all of this, but I think it's better that she found out. As for my wife, this was the end of any chance to get custody. She soon got fired from her job of 8 years. I got custody. Yes, due to her being unemployed, I got no alimony, but honestly I make enough money to sustain both me and the girls, so I don't care and I'm good enough at caring for them and they are old enough to allow me to have a full-time job. Several months later, my wife is still unemployed. Last time I spoke to her wife she threatened to come and take my life and how this will be revenge for ruining hers.
That escalated quickly, but shout out to you for handling the situation so calmly. Trust me, a lot of guys would have gone a different route, but you were strong enough to gather your evidence, do what you needed to do the legal way. So shout out to you for doing that. It was really crazy. The fact that you had to go to the lengths of, releasing a porno, that's really crazy. I hope you and your daughters are doing great, better, and for your ex-wife, I hope her life improves too. But guys, cheating is never okay. Cheating is never an option. If you have a partner, your partner is not satisfying you, talk to your partner. If it's something that you guys cannot fix, then split up, get a divorce, or break up. It's that simple. But anyways, guys, it's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.